Welcome back. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, in partnership with the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, is set to conclude privatization of the 2 rice processing plants in Rivers and Akwa Ibom states. The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, made this known at a joint meeting organized by the NDDC and the Ministry of Agriculture. Here's the rest of the story.
The 2 rice processing plants we have, the 180 ton in River State, since installation, we've not really been able to use that facility. And of course, with time, rodent setting and the plants as announced that in the operational state. So we believe that's one of the areas that help us, rehabilitate that plant.
What I'm talking about is a very structured engagement to grow agriculture in that zone as a business that will allow, whether it is you can cassava, whether the rice, whether the fish, that we can build a robust agricultural industry within that, so that we have a diversified economy that can actually really employ a lot of people.
Since 2001, the first day of June has been designated World Milk Day by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. And to commemorate this year's celebration, Lawyer Milk, one of the top brands in Nigeria, put together a family fun fair in Lagos. Children and their parents and friends were treated to music, dance, and comedy. The brand's management says it became necessary to celebrate families in Nigeria because Lawyer Milk is about family nourishment.
Did you know that just like some special days celebrated globally, there is a World Milk Day? Well, it's that time of the year to mark another World Milk Day. Milk has been recommended at the United Nations level as necessary for a healthy, balanced diet, and the World Milk Day simply provides the platform to spread that all-important advocacy. Loyal Milk is keying into that message by publicly identifying with the commemoration by bringing these families together to unwind.
The children, they happy, job.
Under this roof, Loyal Milk brings together A-list entertainers in Nigeria to help families celebrate.
People think I don't have money. I have money in my pocket, 2 of us.
Games, dance, music, and so much milk were in large supply.
Loyal Milk is a premium milk. It's for the whole family. As I said before, it is the only milk that has been fortified with 50% more calcium than milk naturally contains. And it's Loyal Milk that is bringing this event together. Everybody is having lots and lots of fun despite the rain.
Loyal, for me, is the best milk brand in the Nigerian market, and we're hoping that this will be something that will grow on a year-to-year basis where we bring people together. We're family, we should have fun and enjoy ourselves, and Loyal is the ideal milk brand to do that.
The message at this year's event, according to management, is Loyal Milk is about family nourishment, and if you must drink milk, then drink Loyal. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
Grand Oak Limited, makers of Seaman Schnapps, is celebrating 50 years of its foremost product with the launch of the Seaman's Special Centenary Pack. At the unveiling in Lagos, the management of the company explained that the introduction of the pack is anchored on the celebration of Nigeria's unique culture and the unity witnessed among its people in the past 100 years.
This is how Grand Oak chooses to celebrate 50 years of Seaman Schnapps, seen as the custodian of culture and conveyor of enduring blessings. The special Centenary Park Limited Edition is coming on the heels of Nigeria's celebration of 100 years of diverse blessings of nationhood and to reinforce the need to pray for the nation.
Seaman Schnapps has been bringing families and communities together in celebrating their many blessings and in giving thanks for good fortune. As we survey the state of our nation, we come to realize that we have an unrivaled capacity not just to survive despite our many hardships, but also to thrive and to prosper.
One group associated with the company's progress is its customers.
We are proud of Seaman Schnapps, and we are proud of the fact that it helps in enhancing the lifestyles of our discerning customers by giving them a quality product at a reasonable price.
We also make bold to come out to celebrate, more than celebrate, to bless Nigeria in its 100 years of existence. Because the brand is a conveyor of enduring blessings. And we are here today to actualize that as the leading Schnapp in Nigeria, to come out boldly to pray for Nigeria at this crucial point.
Since the 50 years or only 50 years, they are producing their product. There's no disappointment.
Cultural praise singing, a dance drama on Nigeria's amalgamation, and a costume show that highlights the fashion trends in the last 100 years brought the day to a colorful end. Kelvin Obetin, Channels Television News.
And welcome to the business news tonight. The new central bank governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has spoken for the first time since resuming office. Mr. Emefiele talked to journalists briefly at the Apex Bank's headquarters in Abuja, where he was received by other deputy governors. He promised to address a press conference later in the week to intimate Nigerians on his plans for the bank. Mr. Emefiele takes over from Dr. Sarah Alade, who had been in acting capacity for 3 months following the suspension of Mr. Lamido Sanusi.
Basically, this is just a handover ceremony, and we've planned that there will be no speeches this morning. But by Thursday, by 10 a.m., we'll all have an opportunity to meet, where I shall be addressing the World Press Conference to unveil my agenda for Central Bank of Nigeria, as well as my agenda for the people of Nigeria.
The new CBN Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. A cross-section of operators at the equities market wants the new CBN Governor to reunite the capital market and the money markets with more friendly policies. Laying bare their issues at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, stockbrokers expressed confidence in Mr. Godwin Emefiele as a leader who can strengthen the financial market. Our correspondent, Temple Ashaju, reports.
Stockbrokers had earlier expected the visit of the new CBN Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, at the NSE. But last week, the appointment was reversed for some undisclosed reasons. Upon his resumption on Tuesday, brokers lay bare their expectations from the new governor.
The former governor, for instance, placed, if you don't mind my expression, embargo on lending on stock or lending with stock. The implication of it is that even stockbrokers, because what we have is in stock, cannot use what they have to take money and play the market. We expect that there should be no such embargo.
The financial market is made up of the money market and the capital market. Over the past few years, what we have seen, there has been some dislocation. Now, there seems to be a preference or a leaning more towards money markets and compared to the capital market. But for the market to actually thrive, the two has to go together.
But how confident are these stockbrokers in Mr. Emefiele's competence?
I want to believe that he's a consummate banker. And that's what we need now.
The seat of a CBN governor is a very viable position. But on easy lies the head that wears the crown, as the saying goes. As Mr. Godwin Emefiele takes over his seat as the new CBN governor in Nigeria today, a lot of market operators have heaps of expectations from him as to how his performances will crunch these numbers for the good of the Nigerian capital markets. From the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
Women have been asked to take the bull by the horn and be more involved in leadership roles, especially in the corporate world. This was the view of participants at the annual CEO Policymaker Interactive Series put together by Women in Management, Business and Public Service, WIMBIS, in Lagos. This year's series is themed Critical Issues for Board Leadership.
Over the years, there has been a growing drive to increase female representation in leadership roles, especially in corporate organizations, as it's been argued that women are largely underrepresented in decision-making and leadership positions in Nigeria. That's why WIMBIS has brought together CEOs, policymakers in corporate organizations and entrepreneurs all under one roof to engage in an interactive session to promote gender sensitivity, especially in the corporate world.
The world, the businesses are getting more and more competitive. Nobody is going to give you this position on a flat out goal. So you've got to pull, you've got to create the hunger in business to appreciate the value of women. What we are talking about is not a symbiotic arrangement. It's a value-based partnership, but we need to create that awareness. Those women who are already in senior positions must be role models so that businesses around the world can begin to see that there is a value that women can bring into governance, into business.
Having said all this, women also have a role to play in achieving their potential.
You go to a woman and you say, I'm about to promote you. Oh God, how can I do it? I don't have the right skills. Whereas a man will he will tell you you should give it to him. He'll tell you you should pay him 5 times his salary. That level of confidence and that level of conviction, we need it. We need to be able to manage uncertainty and to manage risk.
For organizers of this event, WIMBIS, this year's CEO Policymaker Interactive Series would serve as an eye-opener to many women out there.
One of the things that came out of this was the training for women that are board ready, but also to help them to bridge the skill gaps that they have, so that when they get on these boards, they're actually ready to prefer solutions to the problems and challenges that the companies are going through.
The CEO Policymaker Interactive Series is an annual event designed by WIMBIS to discuss topical issues that affect women.
Finally, 25 stocks appreciated while 39 declined at today's trading, leaving the market breadth in the negative. At the end, the day session closed at 41,366.75. Bisi Koka gives an insight into what transpired at the local bourse.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Reports. After 4 straight sessions of bullish trade at the Nigerian equities markets, sell pressure returned as the all-share index lost 0.25% to end Tuesday's session at 41,366.75. Market capitalization also dropped to 13.65 trillion naira. Market breadth was negative as 25 stocks appreciated while 39 declined. Shedding 6 naira 99 kobo, Nestle was the day's top loser and is followed by Mobil and MRS Oil. Forte Oil, Total and 7-Up garnered 21 naira 22 kobo, 4 naira 99 kobo and 4 naira 20 kobo respectively to lead 22 other price gainers. Africa Prudential Registrars, Transcorp and FBN Holdings were the most actively traded for the day. When the closing bell rang, volume dropped to 271.68 million units, valued at 4.47 billion naira and exchanged in 4,609 deals. And that's a wrap on the stock market reports. I am Bisi Koka.
Thank you, BC, and that's it on Business News. It's back to Bimbo for the rest of the news at 10.
Next on the news at 10, Nigerians assess Super Eagles' final squad released by Chief Coach Stephen Keshi. That's on Sports News. You stay with us.